on. Okay. Okay. We're still not getting the moves. This is problematic though, because we're still not getting the moves. What does Pietro play? And we have the sun in the way. Ooh, this is a problem. Bishop h2. Opponent's still thinking. Okay. Okay. What do I do about this? Let me try and figure this out right now while his opponent is thinking. Pietro. Who's Pietro? He- Yeah, it's interesting. Oh my God. And okay, so I'm just gonna act like doesn't matter because we're not gonna get the moves. So I'm just gonna pardon me. Okay. Oh wait, we already have our. Okay, this is perfect. We already have a main position. Okay, so this is how the game has been so far. We are Our opponent is thinking here. We just played bishop h2, and we're gonna see what happens here. Oh my God, I am tired. Okay, okay, and let's go here. Five. Share this. Let me copy the link. I'm just getting this out. Okay, 1 second, boys. What's our opponent doing? Opponent is still thinking. We get c5 on the board. Okay, so it looks like we're not gonna be getting in the moves and or the time, which is pretty unfortunate. But it is what it is, and we're gonna continue. Life moves on. So we get c5 on the board. Let's see how accurate this move was. Doesn't look too inaccurate. It looks about right. C5 was the idea. So opponent, this is kind of interesting for me because generally, like knight d7. Okay, this allows for both the pawn moves, but this looks interesting to me just because of the fact that I think if you play c5, then you kind of are saying down the road you're not going to play e5 because then this pawn remains super soft. So I feel like the opponent can play this, but now he has to change his plans because now e5 and rook e8 does not seem too logical. So what's the computer saying? Let's see. Knight d7, a6 for b5. Okay. And then we get a4, queen b6, hitting the pawn here, something like this, and then it says knight c4. And look, for example, if e5 had been played, like right here, computer says take. Oh, okay, it says take, take, and then take, take one more. And it says, well, I mean, this pawn is hanging, so obviously it's going to say take. Okay. I mean, I guess this pawn isn't super weak, but it kind of is. What about knight c4? Then we're in some problems because the rook file opens. Okay. But still, even in this line where we're slightly worse, this feels kind of this pawn feels like it's gonna fall. Like let's say d5. Okay, it's not so soft now, but knight d6 hitting everything. This I don't like c5 practically, in my opinion. In my opinion, c5 practically, I don't like it. Let's see what Pietro plays. I gotta see. Okay, we get bishop d3 on the board. So c5 and then we get bishop d3. Let's make this main line. Okay, we cannot make it main line. Okay. So we get bishop d3. Computer says b5. Okay, bishop b5 and then what? Rook b8. What about a4? No. C4? No, no, no. Okay, bishop b5. Okay. C3, bishop h2. Bishop d3. Perfect. Okay. Bishop d3. I mean, it's not bad. Not too shabby in my opinion. Uh, so computer says b5. I mean, it's logical. It's logical because you can't. I mean, you can take the pawn. Can we hold on to this pawn? Computer says this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Okay, so we can hold on to the pawn, which is kind of interesting for me because now this is kind of like this is an engine idea. Now that we see this variation, because if Pietro's opponent sees this, he might get a little worried in my opinion. So, and I doubt we're gonna see anything like this over the board. Like this looks too artificial in my opinion. Too artificial. Ooh, let's not blunder a tactic. Wow, look at this. Whoa. G takes f5. We take. This is a problem. This bishop's a problem. Okay, I'm just going through random variations here, but I mean it looks interesting. Okay, this is very random. Let me come back to the main part of the story. So bishop d3 is played. Okay, this is a problem though. We gotta get the moves, man. We're not getting the moves. Pietro has 2.5 out of 6. Okay, bishop d3. Let's see. What is a practical plan in this position, boys? What's a practical plan? Um, a practical plan in this position. I mean, this is classic London. I feel like Pietro is playing better than his opponent already. Knight d2. I think just knight d2. Let me give it. Pardon me. Okay. Let me give a sample line. So something like this, and then let's say rook b8. Knight a3, computer says, but let's just say knight d2 for okay. I mean, take, and then it says e4. Okay, so something like this. Computer says it's absolutely zero, but this looks promising in my opinion. Like this looks promising. So okay, what do we just get on the board? Because I'm not getting. We get rook e8. Okay, so opponent is playing questionable now. Okay, this is what I don't like to see from. Well, I like to see it if it's my opponent, and I like to see it if it is Pietro's opponent. Okay, so rook e8. This is one of those moves that you just don't play, man. Because oh, we get the moves. Okay, perfect. Oh, we're getting the moves. Okay, so the thing is on a how many minute delay? 30-minute delay. Okay, we just got the DGT slowly but surely. So after bishop d3, we get rook e8. Rook e8 is one of those moves that you don't play. You know why you don't play it? Because rook to e8 does not necessarily do anything. Now, you all are going to be like, oh, it develops pieces and it's like putting a square for my knight. But like down the road maybe, but look at the position. Like we don't need rook e8 here. We need to develop our pieces. That's why computer's screaming out b5. Develop the rook, somehow get this bishop out. Even if you don't get the bishop out, I mean you're making a square for it. Rook e8 is not a good move. And tactically speaking, I just automatically see stuff like this. Like uh, maybe we can even sack. Let's say a6. Is there this? Okay, I uh I overdid it. But oh my god, what is my cat doing? Okay. So castles takes. I mean, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, so we're getting in the moves from the DGT, which I'm happy about because it's just coming in a bit late. Okay. Okay, so it's taking its time here, which I like. Rook e8. So automatically my mind goes to things like this, and I can't help myself. But this pawn is generally, I mean, if you're playing moves like rook e8, you have to be ready for the tactics in the future. Not right now, of course, because we're underdeveloped. But I will also just add that moves like this, you should be you should be pretty careful what you play. Like rook e8, like this doesn't necessarily like what there's a pawn here, and you haven't pushed the pawn either. And now the opponent makes it clear that he's gonna push. So the question is, do we castle? Do we play knight d2? Because e5 is coming now. Like e5 is coming. And what are we gonna do about this? Computer says something like this: protect the a4 square, which is very logical. a4, a6, a6, a4, and then b5. Well, opponent's not gonna play b5, but bishop b7 is probably more hypothetical, more more possible, let's say. Okay, so I mean, it's not too shabby. I like it. Bishop d3, rook e8. I feel like after seeing, like, I don't want to talk too overconfidently, but after seeing rook e8, I feel like the opponent might. Well, actually, what am I talking about here? No, no, no. Rook e8 is fine. What am I saying, guys? I'm actually, I'm actually overthink. I'm overcomplicating matters, but rook e8 is not the best move. Let me just say that, because engine supports my saying too. It says you could have played takes b5 or e5 straight away. So wait, how do we play e5? What about takes? Knight e5, take, take. Wait, what happens if I take queen d5? Oh my days. Okay, so engine is recommending e5 for this reason, because there's this tactic at the end. So this is the tactic: queen e5 hitting both, and then when I go something like, oh, engine says you have to give up the bishop. Oh, even if you give up the bishop, queen g2 and it's a tempo, and then rook f1 and then bishop f6. Oh my days. Okay, so this is not good. This is not good. So that's why the engine gives e5. So we can't take, 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 and then take. Okay? So e even though that's not possible, so if you want to play e5, that's why the engine goes from point 0.8 to point 0.35. Because, I mean, from point 0.08 to point 0.35. Because rook e8 like doesn't necessarily help you do that. Maybe if you want e4, but then I mean, we can just stop that in like 20 different ways. So rook e8, not the most logical. It's the type of move that players play, but I really don't understand. So we get castles on the board by Pietro. After rook e8, we get castles. I like this. DGT is catching up. DGT is catching up. Okay. So we're 30 minutes in. I mean, it's not bad. I like this position. Computer, once again, so these pieces need to be developed. I feel like practically speaking, by the way, I mean, opponent probably knows the opening and like how to play it, how to play these plans, but if you're not like, I feel like if you're not too strong of a player, these are hard things to play because like let's flip the board for a second here. Like if we look at this from Black's perspective, we need to get out this bishop, this rook. We need to play e5 and we need to get this knight out somehow too. It's I guess it's not too hard, but it doesn't look like I would not want to play Black here. I'm being over optimistic for Pietro here because I want him to win. I'm biased, very biased, but okay, Black plays these type of setups with Bishop G7, G6, and this type of structure because he thinks the space advantage is not going to be too significant, and then he's going to get his pieces out. So, I mean, it's not a bad way of playing, in my opinion. I think it's a interesting way to play. I don't really like it too much, to be honest, but it is what it is, man. I wouldn't want to play. I mean, I don't play these things with Black anyways, but if I were to, I don't know how much I would enjoy it. So let's go back to Pietro's side. Let me check. Let me check who's with me. The chat. We are inactive today. Why? Let's get the chat moving. 1 second here, boys. Okay. Let me get. Where is this? Castles. Let me check the live stream. Checking Live stream. Okay. Pretty. Selin. Good to see you, brother. Selin. Selamlar. Okay. Bishop h2. I wish this thing caught up, though. I wish this thing caught up. Hey, don't underestimate Mr. Vosa. Man. Nicole. Wait, let me pronounce her name. Nicole? Brother. I'm not underestimating, but I mean, he's walking a tightrope, feels like, because the moves he's playing is not too. I mean, we're on move. What is this? We're on move 8. I'm talking too much for. I'm talking too much too early. So we get castles on the board. I'm expecting e5 to be honest. Opponent is engine is screaming out these 3 moves, which I don't understand this one to be honest. This one seems pretty. This one seems pretty good for us. B6 seems logical. B6 something like knight D2, bishop B7, and then queen B3. Engine says, but I don't like that. I want something like E4 to be honest. E4 take take. Pardon me. Take take and then E5 and then D5. Okay. So engine says 0 as always, but this one looks promising. Now I feel like something like this is possible. Or getting the knight to C6. Because this looks engine says this is pretty not good for white, but it's not too significant. Rook E1. Defend the pawn, rook C1. Okay, so what do we get on the board here? We just got castles. Okay, opponent's still thinking. Okay. Just say Nico. Alright, I got you, man. Alright. Um okay. So it's a tight rope, man. It's a tight rope. So okay. Look, we did predict I mean, we were watching the game, but the thing came through and this we predicted it perfectly. Predicted as in put in the moves correctly, which I'm glad to see that we did. Let's see, I'm checking the stream here. Alright, and perfect. Okay. Everything is running smoothly. Knight d2. Okay, we did not get knight d2 in the game. We got bishop d3, rook e8, castles. Okay, so in this position, what would I play if I were black? I'm looking at it. a6, b5. Oh my god, I'm freezing though. I'm freezing. I'm freezing, boys. It's cold in Virginia here. Okay, if I were black, I would play b6. I would play b6 after knight d2, bishop b7, rook e1 with this plan. Engine says take. I don't like what the engine is saying. I think this is I don't think this is accurate. Like taking well, who am I to say against dear Stockfish that I think it's inaccurate? I don't think it's humanly practical. Let me say that in my merely human state. So I don't think that's practical. Practically speaking, I don't think it's right. What about e5 and then like knight c4? Yeah, okay, this looks good. This looks good. Engine's giving almost +1 to this. Knight d6 hit everything. Oh my god. And then rook e1, queen e1. Wait, rook e1? Oh, knight to e1. What's the difference though? Now we have to run the bishop because it was under attack. And then we take. And I think the idea is not to let him take here. Yeah, I think the idea is to not let him take here. Let's say we had taken with the queen. Well, you wait, bishop h3, and this looks horrible. Okay. Oh, we get the position on the board. Oh wait, rook e8 wasn't played in the game? No way, surely not. Wait, boys, did we miss? No, 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 we didn't. We didn't. So rook e8 castles. We were looking at this position. Okay. The DGT is almost caught up with us. So b6. I want b6, and then I want something like okay, b6. I mean, it's not too shabby. B6. I like it. Okay. Let me see. 40 minutes in. Go. Here. I'm making sure. Okay. If this caught up, that would be amazing also. Opponent's still thinking. Opponent's gonna go for a think here. Go into the tank. Not too shabby. Bishop d3. You know, I had a tournament this weekend, and one thing I will say is that thinking too much in the opening is a little thing. We get okay. Have you all been keeping up with the candidates also? Okay. Before I get your answers to that. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go get a hoodie because I am absolutely freezing. I'll be right back. Let's get this set up. All right, exactly. Okay. And we are all set. All right, We get rook e8. Okay, this is the current position. Let's see if it's any different. All right, so this is the current live position we have. I'm back. Sorry for being gone. But this is what we have in front of us. And let me zip up my junk. So rook e8, boys. I think I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna say it. After seeing rook e8, I think the opponent's gonna lose the game. I think Pietro cleans this one up. This just doesn't look like the type of game. It just doesn't look like the. I just get a sensation after rook e8 that Pietro won the game, and like I don't know how to explain the sensation, but just like I feel it. Like that's. I feel like that's just what's gonna happen. So let's see though. 120 versus 124. I think we have 30-second increment also. So let's see. Okay. Rook e8. This is what we should have. The DGT has not played this one out. Rook e8. Did we get another move here? Okay, we just got b5, I think. We just got queen b6. Oh shoot, a lot has happened on the board. I was left for like 2 minutes. Wait, what the heck happened? Wait. What the heck happened? I'm trying to understand, boys. Give me a second. I'm looking at the screen. Um. Oh, we got e5, and then we got take. Okay. Let me try and put it on the board for y'all. So, we got e5, we got take, and then take. And then, wait, let me check the position. And then we got queen. Wait, what? Wait. So after take, wait, where was queen c1 played though? Hmm. I know what happened in the game, but I'm missing one move. I'm missing one move here. What was played here? Because queen b6 and then queen c1 was played. I know that. Hmm. And I really like this position for Pietro. I'm trying to understand what was played though. It says e4. I mean, the position looks like e4 was played. And then this. This is what I see on my half. This is what I see. Let's see. The DGT is about to catch up in a second here. But this is what I see. If this is the current position, computer does not like it. Hmm. Computer says c4. Computer says c4 and then take and then knight e4. Well, no, it doesn't say take. It says come back. Oh, that's problematic, man. Okay. Bishop c2, queen c7, a4. Okay. Something like this. Something like this. Hmm. Okay, rook d1. This is not too bad, but I hope it's not this. I think it is this though. Hmm. Okay. But no, I played the wrong move order. I don't know how they got to this position. Maybe maybe it's right. So let's see. If it is this, if it is queen c1, then that's problem. That's a problem. Hmm. Okay, so computer takes advantage of the fact that there's a space advantage. Okay, let's not blunder a pawn here because bishop e6 and then bishop e5. Okay, my cat's trying to harass me. Okay, so bishop e6 here would be fine. And then computer says play c4 ourselves. And then knight h5. Okay. And then rook d1 and then knight f4. And then do we take this? We don't take, we just come back. So this is what the computer is arguing is better for black. We have a slightly better bishop on e6. Our knight on f4 is probably better. I don't know why the computer is not taking here, because this bishop is actually dead. So wait, what happens if takes? Oh, if takes, there's this. So this is super weak, boys. Pardon, pardon my arrows. Oh my god, what am I doing? Alright, bishop e2. So this is the idea. Hmm. Okay. I mean, the game is just getting started, so computer evaluation is not too important. Let's see though. C4 looks interesting. What happens if we take? That's what I'm wondering. Knight e4. Okay, so we gave up a central pawn. I mean, can't play this because there's queen f2. Hmm. Okay. Logical. Bishop f5. Threaten knight g3 things. What? Oh, that's interesting. Computer goes queen e2 and then queen c2 and then queen e2. Very weird. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. No. What does the DGT say? Oh, okay. This is the move that was played. Oh, this is perfect. There was no e5. Okay. Oh, I saw it wrong. Okay, perfect. Wait. Engine is screaming out knight d2, queen b2, knight c4, queen c3, rook c1, and the queen is trapped. Rook b1, queen c3, rook b3. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. What about let's try and run away better. After rook b1, is there anything better? Can't come here, the knight protects the queen. Knight. Wait. By the way, boys, I'm eating chips. Pardon my chips. Because I am hungry. And I don't have too much time to prepare, but okay, this is so good. Okay. Okay. So knight d2 and then knight c4. So Pietro needs to see this idea, but Pietro plays queen c1 instead. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, I don't have a problem with this. It's not too good. It's not bad though. Like you can't say it's bad. That's the thing. So I like this a lot. Computer says e5 or queen a5. Queen a5 is a computer move. E5 looks more human-like. And then let's say take, take, knight e5. Bro, this just transposes, no? What's the difference? Oh, okay. Now this pawn is weak. And our bishop is open. That's the difference. Okay, okay, okay. So look at that. Engine is opening up our bishop for us. I mean, we could probably also play something like knight d2. Engine is saying go back to the queen. In the other variations, it was also saying queen c7. This is interesting. And then bishop e6 and b3. Okay. And then it says knight to d5. Okay. I don't like this too much because c3 seems weak. I feel like there can be e4 tactics. Like engine says this, but the first thing that comes to mind is this. Oh, 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 oh. There is no e4 tactics. Okay. Interessant. Interessant. Interesting. We have Rachel right next to us. I know her from Instagram. Next to Pietro, pardon me. Wait, what's Rachel's rating? I want to know Rachel's rating. Rachel Burak? Wait, no way she's Turkish. Is she Turkish? No way. Mm. Okay. Pietro has drew the first game, drew the second game, lost the third game. Wait, why does it say that? It's not lost? I guess there was no third game. Okay, and then we come back. Pietro's up 10 points. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Or else. Okay, so the game, we get e5. Wow, okay. And I think we're gonna see this. I think we're gonna see this in the game. Oh, shoot. Let's not eat a tactic. I think we're gonna see this, pardon me. I think we're gonna see something like this. If not that, what else can be played? Computer says bishop e2 is a fine dine move. Okay. I'm a, and I don't want to be that guy, but you all see Black's time. I know he's not down too much time, but he's down time, and also the fact that he's down 8 minutes, and this looks super bad. I don't like this at all. He's down 9 minutes. I mean, I'm being way too optimistic here, but that bishop on c8 seems like it's dead for a long time. Because the opponent isn't playing the position plans correct. Like, at the start of the game, the eval was saying b5, and now it's blocked, so. How is that bishop gonna get out, is my first question. I think it's a good question. So we get takes, Pietro takes. I like that he thought for like 1 minute for this move. I don't think he had to spend too much time. This pawn is weak, this pawn is gonna be soft, blocking its bishop's way. I hope we don't get something like this though, because then it could be a problem. Wait, why can we not take here? Knight takes e4. Okay, let's not take. Let's come something like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, this looks fine. Queen e3 and then knight d2. Um. Okay. We get knight takes e5. Okay, so we're gonna get this. Pietro has a couple options in this position. Um. I think most likely we see knight d2. This looks the most human and it looks more natural. And this is not too shabby in my opinion. This is not too shabby. Okay, let's see what Pietro plays though. Knight takes e5 is only move to keep the advantage also. And I mean it's pretty logical. I mean, cause like you don't want to give up the bishop and you don't want to go back with the bishop. Bishop e2 is fine, but it's not too good. You lose tempo. Okay, we get knight takes e5. Okay, perfect. Pietro's going exactly into what we looked, and then we're gonna get knight d2, I'm assuming. Um, and we're fine. Okay. Both players with decent speed. I like this. Where is this? Okay. Oh my God. Oh, oh shoot. Webcam? Okay. I gotta turn. Oh. Alright, perfect. Oh my God. This is not too shabby. Okay. Uh, how long do I, how long do I think this game will take? I'm looking at this. Oh, we get e4. We get exactly what we hoped not for. No, Pietro had to play knight d2 and allow e4. Oh no, this is the problem. E4? I feel like, oh my God, we're gonna get c4, bishop c2. This is exactly what we were calculating earlier with the wrong move order, but we just transposed into it. And then bishop e6. Pardon me, I made the same mistake. Queen c6, queen e3, protecting the pawn because it was attacked twice. And then bishop e6. Wait, what about this? Knight g4, take and then take, damaging our structure. But this looks kind of promising. Low key. Low key, okay. Wow, we get e4. It's a mistake from Pietro. Might be a problem, boys. Might be a problem. So best move is c4. And then after c4, it's bishop e6. What is bishop e6? If I take? Rook a d8. Okay. Opponent's not finding this idea. Let me just say that from the start. But will the opponent find something like... Okay, so c4 and bishop e6 are only moves. And bishop e6 gives up a pawn in not the cleanest way, so I don't think that's gonna be played. But c4, Engine says is cleaner anyways. Just go, just push him back, and like it's a space advantage. Engine wants queen c7, b5, a5, and it's just gonna rampage. Engine wants something like this, and this is a tightrope, man. It's not over by any means of the imagination, but it's not the best footing, because the reason I think this is a mistake is because now, let's say in previous positions after queen c7 and then let's say queen c2, developing our pieces, say a6 and then a4. I think the major difference maker is that this bishop has has a has a potential. Pardon me, the queen is there. If we take. So I think okay. So we get queen c6. Hold up. Opponent makes a mistake back. Inaccurate. Queen to c6. Engine says best move and only move to keep the advantage is knight to a3. Setting up bishop to b5. And it's a tempo. So knight to a3 is a tempo because of bishop to b5. Oh, shoot. And if you take something like this, we have bishop b5. Wow, okay. So knight a3 is a tempo because you threaten bishop b5. Wow. Okay, so knight a3. Let's say we get this. And then let's say a6. And then knight c4. Attacking this. Let's say the opponent takes. And then let's take. Oh, there's a fork. Oh my god. Oh, this knight a3 move. This looks nice. This looks nice. What else can we play it instead of knight a3? Knight d2 says it's 0. Knight d2 is okay as well. But I think Pietro probably plays this instead. In my opinion. Okay. 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 And then we get a6. Let's go deeper into this. And knight c4. Knight c4. Okay. Knight h5. a4. Bishop e6. And then queen e3. Okay. So something like this. Come on, Pietro. Let's see it. Let's see it. I want to see knight a3 on the board, to be honest. I mean, I want Pietro to win the game. But let's see. Okay. Man, I am tired. I am tired. This is this is early in the US for me. As you all can see, the background lights, it is mid-morning here. Not mid-morning, it's literally morning. Just straight morning. See this. I mean, oh, this is not too shabby. Okay, I want to see knight a3. I think Pietro finds knight a3, but the idea behind it also with knight c4, attacking the pawn. Oh my god. The engine's best move, best top 3 moves in this position is knight h5, queen d, no. Queen c7, which any retreating move generally is not a good sign. So queen c7 not good. And knight to d7, and this is another retreating move. I don't like this at all for black. This looks impractical and inhuman, most importantly. So so engine play b3 to stop c4s. Oh, engine plays it anyways. Oh, knight c5? What about bishop? Oh, we can't. Oh, the pawn drops. So we play queen b1. The pawn doesn't drop. So take. Bishop e6. Okay. Whoa. What are we doing here? What are we doing, man? What are we doing? This is some engine guacamole. So this is not happening in the game. But we can get knight c4, and then we can maybe get. I think queen c7 is more likely. Or knight h5. Knight h5 is more likely because it also just defends like this. And you get your knight forward. So forward momentum is always better than backward momentum, practically speaking, in my opinion. Well, I mean, it's just like, if you're going backwards, that means you're retreating and you're not making any threats. So just logically speaking, generally as a rule of thumb, if you're going back, it's not good. Not good. Okay. Let's see though. Let us find out and okay, we have Ian. I'm a fan. Yo, what's good, brother? Ian, pardon me, I just saw the message. What's good? Okay, so we get knight h5 here. Do we get a move? We get a4. It says it's a blunder? Why? Okay, so Pietro finds this bishop e5 idea. But it's a blunder because c4, and after bishop c2, the opponent just takes. Oh, Pietro missed c4. Oh, boys, this is not looking good. Whoa, we just lost the pawn. Oh, this is not good. Bishop e2, knight e4. Oh my god, this is I really don't wanna. Oh shoot, this is not too good. Knight d6, knight d2. Pietro missed c4. He missed the threat on his bishop. Let's see if his opponent finds it though. Bishop f5. Oh no, this just cleans up the position though. Oh my god. This is just up a pawn. When you count the pawn, it's 6 on 7. Oh. A4, let's see what his opponent is doing. Ian, what, brother, we just got A4. One, come. Let's see. 3 minutes and 53 seconds spent on that move. To be honest, from a technical standpoint, Pietro, we should not have missed this move, to be honest. We should not have missed it. Okay, we still have a long way to go. It's too early, too soon. But this is going to be... Now we're going to be playing the game for a draw, and this is not what we want, to be honest. Not what we want by any means of the imagination. We cannot take because of this. Oh, that's tight, man. That's tight. That's tight. Bishop f3. Okay, so and then f5, queen e3, bishop d5, rook a d1. Man, this is not. I think even this, just a simple plan forward. We get a4, man. a4, c4, a4. Let's see if the opponent finds it. It's not set in stone, but it doesn't look too promising. What did maybe I'm assuming Pietro saw this though. No way he didn't see it. I'm not too sure if he did or didn't. Maybe he saw something here. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Maybe he saw something here. Maybe he just missed the idea. Can't tell. What do we think, chap? What do we think? What happened? I mean, did he just miss the move? Or was there an idea? Because I'm trying to find the idea in this position. And I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't see anything concrete. Like, I don't see any tactic like this where we can sack the bishop. So I'm a little confused. Bishop c4, bishop e2, knight e4, queen e3, and bishop e6. Yeah, this looks like opponent should be able to convert this rather simply too. A4. If Pietro had played knight a3 instead, we would have been talking about how we can press, but a4 is a blunder. It's not the end of the world, but we do lose a pawn, and a pawn is a pawn, man. At the end of the game, it's going to be one pawn versus zero pawn, which could or could not be winning. And it doesn't matter too much if it's winning, because best case scenario for the opponent is a draw. Like worst case scenario for opponent. So unfortunate here. A4. Opponent taking his sweet time, which I respect that, because I mean you gotta take your time here. We just threatened. Oh, we get a move. We get A6. And it's a tactical blow. Oh my days. We're going takes. Wait, why did the opponent not go c4? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, a4, c4? Wait, why did we not go c4? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. There's literally two moves here. And then this. And then this. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. Alright, that's for history to wonder about. Bishop to b5 wins the game because a6 didn't stop the threat. After takes, we threaten the queen and the rook, and it's a double attack. And after queen b6, we pick up the rook. Oh my days. Oh shoot. Does Pietro find it? No, he does not find it. Pietro Mandam. Oh my god, we don't find it. Bishop to b5. If the opponent misses it here, does it still work? Wait, why doesn't it work? Oh, because we opened up the knight. And now this is with a tempo on the rook. Now the rook attacks the queen. So even if we take this, we have to take back. Oh my god. Huge missed opportunity from both sides. Black is slightly better. Oh my days. Okay, so both sides are playing this normally. Pietro, we gotta talk to him after the game. Man, if he had a checklist, he would have noticed this move in 5 seconds. You know why? You know why? If he had a checklist here and he was checking it, look, boys. Let's go to this position. A4, right? And then we play A6. So we look for any checks in. When I say checklist, I mean checks, captures, and threats. All right. So we look at this position, and what do we see here? How many checks do you all see in this position? Can we be checked? We cannot be checked in any way. So the first part of the checklist is done. Is there any captures? Is there any captures? I say that while looking at my cat. She's looking at me a little weird. There is indeed a couple of captures. One capture, two capture, three capture. Is there any other capture? There's bishop h3. All of these moves have to be looked at before playing a move. You have to check through and scan all of these moves. And there's no other captures, alright? But when you calculate them, if bishop h3, let's just play it out here. Let's say after something like rook d1, bishop h3 doesn't work. We're just up. And there's no checks. There's also like the captures don't work here. Okay. So let's move on. So bishop h3 doesn't work. Easy one to eliminate. Knight here doesn't work. Wait, why are we getting some talking? Okay. Knight here doesn't work because we take. After, okay, so we have to realize that bishop b5 is a move though. And how do we realize that? We have to look for, you know how I said checks, captures, and threats from the opponent? Like he had to check for threats here. And in this position, after a6, he had to check for threats of his own. So how can we threaten the king? Is there any way we threaten the king, the most valuable piece? This is the first question we have to ask. Because there's no checks. Is there any captures? This capture doesn't work. Illogical. This capture doesn't work. Illogical. So what capture could work? There is no capture that works. What threat could we make? If we can't threaten the king, that means we have to threaten the queen. How can we threaten the queen? Bishop to b5. That's the only move. Bishop e2 doesn't threaten. Bishop c2. Bishop c2, bishop e2 doesn't work. Bishop c4 doesn't threaten anything. You literally have 4 moves. If Pietro checked, after checks, there's no checks. After captures, there's no captures. If he looked at bishop to b5, which is not that hard of a move, he would have won this game instantly. Bishop b5, he just had to check his threats, man. And the threat is the queen is under attack, has to take. If you don't take, you just lose the exchange. And this is losing. And if you go back, well, if you take, we threaten the queen once more and beautifully. This is why, boys, this is why you develop your pieces. This is why tactics occur in games because of thing. How is it looking, man? I would. Oh my God, Nico, man, it's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. Well, the position is fine. By all means, there's nothing wrong with the position. But we missed a huge opportunity. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A4, A6, and we have bishop B5, and it's like a only move. Like if we use a checklist, and we're in a classical game, so Pietro should be using a checklist, and I'm kind of upset that he's not. Checks, captures, and threads. You just check these three things in a classical game. Now look at this, look at this, look at this. There's no checks in the position for white. There's no captures that are logical. Bishop e5 and bishop a6 don't work. And when you look at threats, bishop e2 doesn't threaten anything. Bishop c2 doesn't threaten anything. Bishop c4 doesn't threaten anything. If we can't threaten the king, we have to threaten the queen. If we can't threaten the queen, we have to threaten the rook. We can't threaten the rook, so we threaten the queen. And this is the only threat in the position. And after takes, it's just winning, man. We're just up an exchange. I'm so upset. Oh my god. Pietro's gonna be so sad he didn't miss it. That he didn't see it. We get knight takes e4. Wait. Knight d2 and knight e4? No way in hell. Whoa. Boys, what are we doing? Whoa. We get knight e4? There's no way in hell this happened. Wait a minute. Wait. Am I tripping? Where's the bishop on g7? Come on, dog. Bro, there's a bishop missing on e7. What the hell happened? Bishop d2, bishop h6. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem because if Pietro didn't play something like rook e1, defending his pawn, there's tactics. Oh no. Please tell me Pietro didn't miss it. Let's see what he plays. Pietro plays bishop takes e4. I don't know what the position is though. I don't know what the position is because we didn't get thing. We got bishop to h6. And then what was played? Hold up, let me try and figure out because the DGT is a little delayed. Okay, so I don't know what was played because it looks like the opponent took and then took. This is what I'm seeing. Okay, both sides are playing relatively quickly. And then we get queen takes e4. Okay. Boys, this game is going by fast. Oh my god, that was a huge miss win. I'm actually so upset right now. Oh my god. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Oh my days. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Okay. We need this DGT. This thing is a little late, guys. So we're not seeing it fully. And our boy is commentating again. Tigran, brother. Oh my days. You are back. Back for more. Man, I remember you. All right. What's Pietro's score? He's on 2.5 out of 6, man. 2.5 out of 6. So not too shabby. I was playing in a tournament this weekend and I got 3 out of 6. I won 3 games and I lost 3 games. So it's tight, man. It's tight in the chess world. It is. It's hard. Grenke is a beautiful tournament, though. I wish I could be there. There's so many content creators. Did you all see all of the stories Pietro was putting out? He put out like so many stories with like all the players. By the way, they're playing pretty fast. We got queen to c2 unpinning, and then I think this is what we got. This is what we got. Okay, and then what did Pietro just play? He played rook fe1. Okay. And then computer says play queen f5, defend, and then queen d5. Hit this, hit that. Make sure bishop doesn't develop. It's e4. What a move. But then this opens up our bishop. Rook a d1. Bishop e6. Queen b7. No. Let's play h5 then. What? We're not playing h5. This is not a human move. Let's play rook b8. Oh, bishop. I spy with my little eye. Okay. Boys. This is not good. This is not good. Well, no, this is fine. This is fine. What am I saying, guys? I've lost my mind. I just had such a roller coaster of emotions after that miss. Bishop to b5, man. I'm still so upset. Pietro doesn't even know it. He's gonna be upset too when he sees it after the game. It's unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. It happens though. It happens. Like I was playing in a tournament this weekend, yesterday, and I missed a move. I missed a move I shouldn't have missed, and I had like 40 minutes on the clock. And it was like my only blunder of the tournament, but 1 out of 6 games, which is a blunder, is a pretty high blunder rate, to be honest. That's what, 12? What is that? Like 12 point, not 12. That's like 20, 17%? I should not be blundering like that. But my opponent was playing good, playing good chess. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna get on the board. Knight e4, this, and this. I think we do get this sequence of moves. I think we get this. Like, this all looks logical. And then it says queen d5, queen d5, bishop e6, rook c5. Oh no, wait. If not for bishop e6, then what is gonna be played? a5, bishop e6. Wait, pardon me. It says sack the pawn, and it says you're chilling here. I don't believe it. I don't think the opponent has the wherewithal to sack the pawn. So this is what we got in the game. Queen f5. I'm not sure if we got that, but we're gonna find out. This might be a draw also, boys. What about f4 here? Because if you take, then the rook drops. And if you don't take and you push, and then bishop e6, g4. What a move. And then rook t4. What a move. Rook e d8. Queen e2. Not too shabby. Looks kind of weird. Would not play it myself. Wouldn't want to be see it played, but let's see. So the DGT is behind. It is delayed. It is delayed. So we're gonna see in a bit here what happens. It's interesting though, man. It's interesting. And like when you look at moves like this, when you see stuff like this after a6, and we see that we missed bishop b5. It's interesting because I'm standing here objectively, but maybe in the game I wouldn't have seen it. But bishop b5, I think Pietro should have solved this, man. Instant win. Like, this is just instant cleanup. Like, he would have cleaned up immediately. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It happens. But okay, we get queen to f5. Okay, boys. So the current live position should be this, like we just looked at. And now I'm expecting queen d5 from Pietro. So this is what we have. This is what we have. This position, the only good thing I'll say about it is, even though the engine shows complete zeros, I think that only white can win this position. This doesn't look like black has any chances of winning here. Because we just attacked the pawn. e4, rook a d1, and this is a tightrope, man. Let's say the opponent plays h5, and then what, a5? We're just playing a waiting game. King g6, bishop to c7. Okay. So something like this. Okay. Is Pietro gonna participate in some chess 960 after the round ends? I don't think so. Ciao, Pietro. Final. Bishop b5 is such a cool move. Yeah, man. Tigran, man. Uh, it was, but it's gone now. It's gone. It's gone and it's left in the past, unfortunately. Ah, this is unfortunate, man. Man, I'm so tired, guys. I'm actually so absurdly tired. It's astonishing. I got some little sleep last night, and today I also got some little sleep. I'm walking a tightrope here. I mean, queen c2, bishop d2. Like, if you all ask me, if you all ask me what's going on here, I think white is gonna win this game. I'm always, I might be a little too over optimistic again, but I mean, like I said, we already showed this variation, but like white doesn't like look at this from black's perspective. Look, we just played a5. What do you do here? You can't move the bishop because the pawn hangs. You don't want to take because then you let this get attacked. Your rook and your bishop isn't developed. You can't play queen f4, queen g5 because I take. This doesn't look good. Okay, so we get bishop d2. Um, the thing is delayed. The live stream, the thing is delayed, DGT, but it's fine. So we're gonna get queen d2 here. I don't think Pietro thinks for too long on this move. Maybe like 30 seconds, give or take. And then get a solid one. Wait, did we just lose a pawn? Wait, did we just lose a pawn? Are we serious? Oh, we did. We just lost a pawn, boys. I did not realize that. We lost a pawn. It's a 6-on-7. Oh, that's a problem. I don't know if an engine would be able to save black, not gonna lie. Man, I didn't realize that we lost the pawn. I'm over here saying like, oh, black is cooked, but boys, I mean this looks like okay, so my over optimism might have dimmed down a bit because after something like bishop e6 and then gives back, this 2-on-3 has potential, but I don't think the opponent's gonna give back. Wow, okay, so we lost a pawn. I didn't notice. No one's telling me, man. But is pinning the bishop after queen d2 works with rook d8? Okay, wait, let me check this. After this, I don't think it works because rook d8 and then what? Engine just says knight c4. Attack this. Get out of the way so you don't pin. Oh, are you saying this? Hold up. Are you saying this? Take, take, and then rook d8? But then we just go queen e3. Queen e3 and it's chill. Queen e3 and we're completely fine here. Is this another draw? He might be up a pawn, but is the bishop stuck? But the bishop is stuck. I mean, I think so. I think so. I think it might be another draw. Another draw for the cookbook, man. I mean, cause yeah, like you said, I mean the bishop is stuck, and we're gonna get some really active play in return for it. Like active play, as in like. Oh my God, I gotta stop showing. I gotta stop going back to this variation. After queen f5, the queen is active. Our rooks are gonna get into the game. The only reason the engine says this is a draw is because, like you said, Tigran, the bishop can't get out, and this is a problem. Oh my God. Okay, so bishop d2. I'm actually about to fall asleep. I've never been this tired. It's crazy. Okay. Um, okay, this is not. Maybe like queen d6 is also a move. Queen d6, and then what does the engine say? Queen d6. What does the engine say? Oh, queen d6 looks like it puts some pressure on black to find a move because bishop d7. Okay, wait, bishop d7, and then we get bishop to e5, and this is a tactic. This is a tactic. Wait, what? Oh, queen e5. What am I saying? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, wait. Okay, queen d6. This looks better than queen d5, by the way. I just realized. Engine is suggesting this, but minimum we have this, no? Bishop e6, rook a d1, and this looks like it's drawn. Okay, so we get this. We get this in the game, but um, okay, this looks promising. Queen d6. This looks more promising, and I don't think the opponent plays this. So if the opponent doesn't play that and something like e4 instead, and then we get rook a d1, I feel like this is much more promising. Engine also agrees with me. Engine also agrees with me, which, okay. Bishop c4. Engine says bishop d6, pick up this pawn. What if we protect? Oh my god, wait. How is this not losing? Why is this not losing? b4, take, take, rook c2. No, I'm not gonna allow this much counterplay though. I'm not gonna take then. I'm gonna play like, well, no, I have to. Okay, then I'm not gonna play b4. I'm gonna play something like, well, is this allowing counterplay really though? Queen c2? I mean, rook c2, bishop g2. Protect this. Because the threat was this. Let's say we play something like b5, then we get mated in 2. Okay, so, okay, we get knight e4. Okay, so it is the sequence that we saw. Queen d6. Queen d6. How can the opponent play this? Let's look from the black perspective. Queen d6. Okay, queen d6. I mean, is there b6? No, but then we take. Is there b5? No, there's no b5. We also take. This looks very hard for black to find a move in this position. I feel like f6 or e4 is the only move, and I feel like these two moves don't feel like real moves. Like this doesn't look too good because I automatically see this. Yeah, this doesn't look too well. This does not look too well. Okay, so we're getting the position out on the board. About time. I think if anyone's gonna win this game, Pietro wins this game. Yeah, for sure. I think that's what's gonna happen. Uh, okay. Uh, let's see though. Okay. I mean, rookie one. I don't think because after seeing what the opponent played also earlier in the game, I think this might just be a draw. But I don't think the opponent is gonna find it. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, I have a blister. No, I have a blister in my nail, which is very interesting. But all right, let's keep. Okay, f6, protect the pawn. Rook a d1, protect the file. So after we, the idea of rook a d1 is basically like we're gonna win this pawn anyways, and we don't want to allow this. Wait, no, this is not the idea. Here. Okay, no, wait, what am I saying? Let's play rook here. I was gonna say don't allow counterplay, but this, like, this is all protected. You can't take. So wait, what do we get? Rook fe1, queen f5. Man, okay. I mean, let's go back here. Queen e4, rook fe1. Oh, I mean, queen d6. This is what I want to see. Queen d6 or queen d5. Queen d6 looks much more promising. I don't see a move for black. So Pietro's position is holdable, and Pietro might be able to win the pawn back. Exactly. I think not only is it holdable, I think if he plays queen d6, I think he can play for the win because he's guaranteed getting back the pawn here. f6, and then we play rook a d1. And the pawn is ours, so we don't have to rush to take. And even f4. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. You can't take because it's pinned. So e4, and then we play something like this. Computer says queens to c7, but I want to try this. Queen e6. Okay, so okay, let's not do that actually. Queen c5. Okay, something like this. I mean, we get the pawn back. At minimum, we get the pawn back. So this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But let's find out here in a bit. Okay. Thinking about the position. I think if I were Pietro, I would be playing for the win. Because after queen d6, it just looks very hard for black to make a move. So I think it's solid. I think it's solid. Oh my god. I have not been this sleepy. Wow. Pietro's thinking hard here, which I like. I think he plays queen d6 though. Like eh, if not for queen d6, is there anything else like other than queen d5? Like other than these two moves? And by the way, generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, if the queen is on the central squares or close to them, it's normally super strong. Like, as you can see in this position, like the queen being here disturbs black so much. Let's say we were to play something like queen c1. Like, look at the position. Like, bishop e6 comes in, rook d8, maybe. No, not rook d8. Maybe even b6, bishop b7. Like, the flexibility of the position is dependent on the queen. So the queen's activity, like if it were on c1, we get like b6 and like, okay, computer says something like this, queen e3 and then bishop b7. Like, look how comfortably black just developed because the queen was passive. Our queen was passive. But when the queen is not passive, we get much better variation. So after this, is there anything else? Rook a d1 is also a move. But this kind of transposes. What about b6? Now queen d6, attacking the pawn. Bishop d6. It says you have to, computer says you have to give it up. Matter of fact, it says rook here, queen c5, queen here, and then rook e5. Okay, so this is not good because the opponent's down a pawn here. And there's nothing here because we're defended once again. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Uh, this DGT not showing the moves. It's interesting for me. E1. Okay, we get queen f5. Okay, this is the critical position. Pietro is still thinking. He's been taken. He's in the tank right now. He's calculating. Um, one of these three moves. One of these three. Let's see. Does the engine say anything else? I don't think so. I think so. Let's look at some other games while we're waiting. Let's look at Rachel's game. Okay, it's not in actually. Let's look at Hannah's game. Okay, let's see what she's playing. So we get some e4. Okay, we get a Spanish. Roy Lopez. Okay, some theory here, some nice little theory. Okay. This is all being played relatively quickly. Okay. F4. Bold moves by Hannah. Okay. Okay, so this is the final position. And a computer says G4 and it's winning. +1. What a move. 97. And queen to D3. Wow. And then it says rook F6. Bishop b3 and reroute. What about rook f8? So this is hanging. So queen d7. Hit the pawn, defend this, threaten check. So we play king to h1. Now if he takes, we have this take minimum and we also have this. Which is not okay, so we just take the rook. That's the main idea. To get out of check and take the rook. And there's no checks here because of the queen and the king. Okay. Okay, let's go back to our game. Just took a little break from that. Queen f5. So 86, computer says the accuracy is 86 and 88%. 86% from Pietro and 83% from his opponent. Both of them had a winning chance. His opponent's winning chance was not as strong, of course, but it was still pretty good odds. Like both of them would have, Pietro would have won an exchange and his opponent would have won pawn. So two missed opportunities by both sides. Both sides not gonna be too happy to see that, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know why his opponent didn't play c4. Both of them missed a threat move. Like notice if it was a check move, I think both of them would have seen it. That's the thing. So interesting to see. Oh my God. Go. Queen f5. Let's see what Pietro plays. Once again, let's just review the game. We get a nice little London here. Bishop h2. Oh my God, I'm falling asleep. I am falling asleep. Oh. Oh. We get rook ad1, but your voice is kind of low. Piet. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep it a bit higher. Okay. Okay. Thank you HX for the heads up. My voice is kind of low. Okay. Um, this position, boys. Rook ad1. I like this. I mean, we still have both of these options, but it's not. I mean, look. The thing is, the opponent does not have any easy moves here. Like I don't see it. Rook a6 maybe. Rook to e5. Look at this. Look at this. Wait, what's the idea? Queen e5. Oh wow, this is the idea. Check here. Wow, look at that. What a tactic. And when you count the pawns, it's a 5 on 6. And our thing is much more active. Like we can probably play something like this. And it's just winning. Wow, okay. Rook ad1. I like this move. Computer says h5. Classical. Um, f3. Let's put the pawns on the opposite color of the bishop. And then maybe king h1, bishop here. Bishop can't show here for now. But b5 is what thing wants. And then queen d6. And just like it just gives back the pawn. And by the way, giving up this pawn is not easy because like look at these dark squares. Like maybe even something like this. Just to show an example. Just set something up. I don't know how. King h7. Look at the engine already preparing. Let's say something like if you come here, there's this nasty tactic. Discovery, check, and after takes, take. So we have to be careful. So Pietro is done. Like he's thinking. His think in the tank wasn't too long to be honest. Wait, how many minutes? Let me check. Three minutes. Oh my God. Am I seeing things? Guys, you all have to keep me awake because I might be seeing things. Bro, thank God I got this jacket, by the way. It is so much better with this jacket on. I'm so glad I got this. All right. Uh, boys, 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 boys. What do you want? What do you want, kitty? Okay. Boys, I want Pietro to win this, and I want him to win fast. A, because I want to sleep, and B, because I also want him to win. And this position looks very winnable. If I was white here, I would be over optimistic as cats and dogs. Th- That's just me in general, but I mean, why be pessimistic about the position? You know what I mean? It's not gonna help you out. You be logical in the fact that you calculate the actual variations that are gonna. Oh, maybe Pietro didn't play this because he thought this. But then there's tactics, and now there's bishop here. So you have to play this, and then you take. Maybe that's why Pietro didn't play rook, queen d6 immediately. That makes a lot more sense now. Wow, classman, brother. Classman. It's logical now that I look at it. Okay, so Pietro's playing some solid chess, boys. Okay. Boys, boys, boys. Alright, let me check this out. Let me check this out real quick, boys. Okay. Uh, boys, we gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win fast. To be knocked out by myself. I'm not even kidding. I need to start streaming though. Like I need to start doing this more because like this is very doable. But this would be, can I get a tactic up? I was gonna say let me get a tactic up, but I don't want to put a tactic. Like I don't wanna mess up the position per se. Speaking of tactics, can't believe opponent's taking a think. I don't know if time's gonna be a problem per se in this game, but the way the opponent is playing kind of worries me that it might be a problem for him. Well, it doesn't worry me because that helps us out, but like, I mean, I mean, I doubt time will be a problem for the opponent, but still, just a possibility. Keep an eye out on it. I feel like Pietro is already built up a good 18-minute time advantage, 20 minutes, pardon me. So I think if we keep up the pace, like, look, now the opponent's thinking a lot more. Like, I don't know how much more, but this does not look like he's down. Like, he's trying to figure out how to get out of this position. And if I were him, I don't know how I would get out. So I don't know how he's gonna get out. And I think Pietro just cleans up here. Like, okay, the opponent got a pawn, but at the cost of development. And practically speaking, yesterday I was playing a game where I like the same thing happened in reverse. I got like I didn't get any material actually. I just was down like 4 tempo in the opening. Um, it's risky stuff, man. Not developing your pieces is huge risk. Like you should not be taking any risk like that. Let's see. Rachel's thinking. We're playing. Pietro's playing. His opponent is thinking also. see. Let's see, Mandam. So the games are 6 hours apart. So one starts, I mean, 6 hours apart, as in one starts at 10 a.m., 8 a.m., and the other one starts at 2 p.m. So in their time. So it's very optimal. I actually love the tournament rounds, tournament times. Here in the US, we start the games at like 7 p.m., which is very interesting. 7 p.m. If a game takes 6 hours, you're there till 1 a.m. Like, think about that. Like, I'll start a game at 7 and I'll be done at like 11, and then I have to drive home. And then let's say I'm home at 11:30, and then let's say it takes me 30 minutes to go to bed, which it takes longer, but let's just say for n- like just for now, it's not good. It's not good. So Germany, this Grenke Open, I like tournaments like this. I went to one in Spain. Beautiful tournament. I think I forgot what the round times were, but I just remember them being optimal and not bad. In the US, the chess system is kind of cooked. You all don't see my cat. She just got on my lap. But but we gotta win this game. Our opponent is still thinking, guys. Oh wait, a move was played? Boys, hold up, hold up, hold up. E4 was played. This is slightly inaccurate. Slightly inaccurate due to the fact that we have F3. And the opponent has to play something like this now. And if not for this, he has to play this. Boys, boys, boys. I'm telling you, the opponent thought 8 minutes for this move. I feel like Pietro just won because of this. Because now, you know how we developed here and our queen is here? Let's say in the same position. Not same position. Let's say if we played queen d6, e4, now we don't have f3. Because e3, you don't instantly win the pawn now. But here, we instantly win the pawn because the queen is here. So I like this. I like this. Bishop e6, even even like computer saying g4, queen f6, and then win this pawn too. Wait. No, but then there's queen f3. So queen f6, bishop e5, and then something like this. Oh my god, wait, this is nasty. Wait, so engine says after bishop d6, there's this. And then king g2. Rook e8. Pardon me, that's not rook e8. Rook e8. And queen c5. Boys, I think Pietro wins this. This looks way too impractical for black. e4, f3. f3, the money move. Plus point 40. Pietro in the trenches. He's calculating. Please see f3. I think he plays f3. It's not too hard of a move. Doesn't do anything too spectacular, but does win back the pawn. And I don't think the opponent's going to play accurate. So, let's see. Let's see here. See what we get. Oh my god. Summer and my cat, well, it's spring, and my cat is starting to shed. And oh my god, she has so much fur. I just pet her and she has so much fur. This is a lot. Pietro's taking a good think, which I like. And I need to use the restroom. Oh my god. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes, boys. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Boys, I'm back. What has happened? Has anything happened? Nico, you are back. And nothing has happened. We are still in the same position. Okay, I was in the restroom. I'm back. Okay. Alright, this looks... Pietro's thinking. He's thinking about F3, I'm assuming. I'm assuming he's thinking about F3. What did he play? Oh, he played a move. He played bishop to H6. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Some things are happening, boys. Wait, I'm trying to predict what happened. Okay, so on the thing board, I see... Oh, okay. I see bishop here, and bishop here. Wow. What is Pietro trying to do? Let's see. What is Pietro trying to do in this position? Bishop H6? What is he trying to do? Is he trying to do this? No way, right? Engine says bishop B3 though. And it's not looking too right. What about this? This looks interesting. Rook takes D1? What the heck? How does the rook take on D1? Engine is completely... Okay, E6, F6, and then rook D1. Okay, so this looks logical. Bishop H4, not too shabby. Bishop E6, but I mean we didn't get what we wanted, to be honest. I think Queen D6 would have been better. Queen D6 would have been better, in my opinion. That is. G4, Bishop F6, Bishop G5. So this is what we happened in the game though. Bishop E6, Bishop H4. Bishop H6, Bishop E6, Bishop H6. Wait, what did our opponent play here? Our opponent played Bishop E3. We got it on the board. Okay, so this is what we got. I see it from the camera. The camera is more forward than the DGT. DGT is delayed like 30 minutes. Okay, Bishop B3 and then Rook A1. Oh, okay, and this is not looking good. Almost -1. Almost -1, which is not the best sign, to be honest. Because we're down a pawn. Boys, this might not be a draw. Pietro had to play more actively. This might not be a draw because of the fact that, like, this is not a draw because of the fact that we're down a pawn and now we're also passive. Like in this position right here, after F3 or Queen D6, we were active. We were active here. Okay, not this one. After something like F3 and then E3. Now we win back the pawn. And now this is a normal game, but in the one that we went into, Bishop E6 and this, now our rook gets pacified. And after something like this, and Queen G5, if we trade off into the end game, attacking our bishop, Bishop E3. Boys, boys. All I'ma say is this is not namaste. This is not namaste. Boys, this is a problem. This is a problem. Let's chill, let's chill. Pietro played this inaccurately, practically. I don't know why the DGT is so far behind, and I don't know why it's not coming in like straight up. Let's look at it. Okay. Bishop. This is what we have on the board. So time is getting lower and lower, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much here because the opponent is playing accurate now, and he's playing accurate, and this should work out for him. Go. See what happens though. Pietro's thinking. He doesn't seem too happy about his position. cold down here, man. It's cold. Cold bummer. Anyone watch football here? Anyone watch football? Hello. Luxman plays. Hello. Anyone watch football here? Premier League. Premier League. Or any basketball. But wow. Okay, so Bishop F4, maybe this was a step in the wrong direction a little bit. After Rook D8, I mean, not looking too good to be honest. We trade off the queens. F5. And it seems like a very slow conversion, but the rook can't get onto the file, and activity is everything. A5, King F7. Oh my God. F3 takes. Activity is everything, and this does not look active to me, boys. Like, our rook can't come to this file. This file is useless. This file is useless. Nothing here. Maybe this. What does it say? And it says G5. Why G5? Take. Oh, rook G8, rook G8. And then this. So if we try and protect it with H4, he has H6. And then if this, King F8 here, and there's nothing. Just take, take. So Pietro plays, I mean his opponent does, Bishop E6. Bishop H6, I don't think it was accurate. We had to play something like G4 or Queen E3. Queen E3, Bishop here, and then we get like Rook D6. You see how this Rook would have been here if the Queen hadn't moved? Activity, man. Activity is so key in these type of games. Like activity defines like wins or losses. Rook A3? In which position though? If you're talking about in this position, after after something like after this, something like this, and then like what do we say here? Rook E5, A, and then Rook A3. Let's say. Let's say this, and then okay. How do we defend this? C4. C4 seals the fate shot, kind of, and it takes advantage. Yeah, I think this is not looking too shabby. Alright. It's not looking too shabby, my brother. Oh my God. Please, if I'm a little tired. Ooh, okay, Bishop E6. We still have the advantage, but Bishop H6 is wrong. Is wrong. Pietro played this, and it's not too good of a move. Doesn't really do too much, maybe other than trade queens, but trading queens in this down a pawn, not the greatest. Engine says this, queen e3 or g4. G4 is apparently best move, but this doesn't look realistic to me. Bishop g5, let's see how the engine makes progress. Queen g7. Wait, what about... Okay, so this is what the engine suggests. It says either force a draw or force the opponent to go back and then play this. Wait, I'm trying to check the thing. Yes, rook lift to attack the bishop. Yeah, it doesn't work out, man. Like, it doesn't work out just barely. Okay, let's see, let's see. I'm trying to see what is played on the board. Because it's opponent made a move. I'm not too sure. I don't see it. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait for the DGT. Let's see. I mean, every game can be saved, you know? Like, yesterday I played this. Let me show you all. This is what I played yesterday. Like, look at this. I'm playing against the 1650 FIDE, and I'm 1850, okay? This is what I played. Knight c3, knight f6. And then, oh, thank God. Okay. I was looking at something, pardon me. So, after bishop g5, there's this line here that gets really messy, kind of. Not fully, but kind of. Okay. And, wait, what was played? That gets messy as in take, take, knight f3, f5, knight g3. And this is what I went into, right? And I know the plans, kind of. Not really, but kind of. And I played a6, and apparently a6 has 64% win rate. Anyways, I didn't know that prior to the game. Opponent played c3, which was a pretty bad move, in my opinion. c3 is a pretty horrible move, actually, I think. So a6, c3, and then I played... Okay, wait, where did that go? No. Oh, I just lost it. Man, I was just analyzing the position. Let me go back. Let me go back, man. No. It's our turn. Bishop e6. Okay, let me go back to this though. So, like I said, e4, e6. I played the French, and this is what was played. Knight c3, and I'm trying to win this position. This is my shot of going to a win. c3. I play knight d7. Opponent plays this, c5. Ooh, there's d5? No way, surely not. Surely I didn't miss that. I did though. Wow, there's d5. I did not play that good. Okay, and then opponent played... What did opponent play? Queen e2, which I did not like in the game. I played takes. Knight takes d4, and then I played this, which is not good apparently. Wow, okay. Queen e5, best move. Queen f3, I was thinking knight f6, and then rook fe8. Okay. Okay, the computer said queen c5 and laughs at my face. So something like this, okay. But in the game, this was played, and then this, and then I played castles. This was played, queen f6, queen e2. This was a bad move, in my opinion. I played bishop d6, rook d1. I played knight e5 here. No, no, no. Opponent played a4 here. This was my game. And like this is just as confusing. Like, look at me. I'm so clueless here. I played knight e5, bishop c2, and then I played bishop d7. And now look at this. Look, you all know how in the Pietro game they missed the move. In this position, after rook a d1, what did I play? I played bishop c7, and I missed f4. And after f4, I played knight g4. And me and my opponent, after the game, we're looking at h3. And then queen h4. And then knight f5. And a8. Okay, queen g4. But what happened in the game? Now look at how clean this is, boys. Look at how clean this is. Let me just check Pietro's game. Look at how clean this is. Knight g4. My opponent thought there was a tactic. And I take. And then after he takes, there's bishop b6. And now look at this. If you go here, it's mate. This is mate. But if you come here, I have a disgusting combination. Well, disgusting as in, if you come here, I thought this, knight f1, check, here, check. And no matter what you do, let's say rook d4, take, take. I mean, I'm just gonna take here. Let's take like this and it's over. It's 2 exchanges plus a piece. I'm just up a full rook. So this is what I was thinking. But he blundered the tactic, and after bishop here, I mean, there's just this. Take here, take. I played this. Check here, check. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Let me come back here. I did not play that. Check. Opponent played here, and then I played rook h e8. And is this best move? This is best move. One of the best moves. And after takes, the opponent let me have it. And I got the smothered mate on the board against the 1650. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I got this yesterday. This was my game from yesterday. Was it clean though? Was the game clean? It's not clean. This is not good. Can't believe I missed d5. This is horrible for me. Horrible play. It's fine though. Knight f6. Yeah, I didn't know exactly how to play this, and this was my first time trying it out over the board. Go. Let's go back to Pietro's game. Bishop b3 was played. Okay, so we got the sequence that we were looking at, and this is just not good. This is not good. Rook a1, rook a d8, queen e3, f6 and g5 is a threat. h4 to block g5, king f7, queen g3, rook d5, bishop e3, and this is just not good. Just like rook a3, c4. Okay, no, we don't want to allow that. But wait, what? Rook d1 takes. Whoa. a1 takes here. Okay, and c4 here. Oh, the difference is now that the rook's active. Boys, you all see this? I want you all to like appreciate this. Like, all of these variations, all of these variations are based off of either piece activity or just like positional play. But like, piece activity is so much more important. Like, I'm playing against the FM 2 days ago, right? And it's a wait, what? Did we get a result? Wait, we got a result on the board. What the hell? Boys, what? Oh, they're talking. Boys, the game is over. Did we get a draw? Boys, we get a result. What's the result though? What happened? Wait, please tell me it's a minimum draw. Wait, what happened? Oh my god, I'm so confused. I don't know what happened. Boys, what happened? I think Pietro might come on call, so let's see. What happened? White won? White won? Bro, Pietro won the game. What? They put the kings as if Pietro won. That means he won. Wait, I have to text him. Let me text him. What the hell? What just happened, boys? I'm texting him right now. I just texted Pietro. Okay, let me get rid of Pietro. No, not that one. Okay, let's get rid of Pietro. Wait, what? Boys, we're on a delay, so we don't know what happened. We're still at bishop e3. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting for Pietro. I'm so confused. Uh, The guy might have resigned. Why though? What happened, brother? Boys, I'm so confused. I have no clue what just happened. The game just ended in an instant. Like they said, "Do you want to check out the game?" And I was like, "Okay." Like Pietro was talking to him. Boys, I'm waiting for a text back, but I don't know if Pietro's gonna come back. He said I'm gonna be thing. Yo, Han, Han, what's good, brother? I have no clue what happened in the game. Pietro just got up from the game and it said white won. We're waiting for the result. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Okay, we got rook a1. Okay. What? Wait, how could we have lost this game? I'm trying to think. How could we have blundered anything here from black? Because it seems as if Pietro won. Let me just double check my messages. Pietro didn't type anything. How did we win this game? I'm trying to understand. And what could we have blundered? Maybe this? Maybe this. What else could it have been? Queen g5? What could we have blundered here? Maybe this? It's something like this, boys. Okay, we're about to get the move in a bit here, so. Rook a d8, okay. And then what? Is this the final move? They might have just agreed to a draw here. I don't think anyone blundered anything. I think it's just a draw. Wait, what could have went wrong here? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Rook A8? Okay, they're analyzing the game with the guy. So, let's just wait. Oh. Boys, I'm so confused. Rook A8, Rook A8. This is everything we looked at. And they put the kings on the white. They put the kings on the white squares. So it signifies that white won. How does white win this position? We need three. Maybe something like this. Queen to E2. Okay. Wait, did they just agree to a draw? We need two because this is not good. Brother. Wait, let's see. Pietro still hasn't texted back. Still didn't get a text back from Pietro. I'm so confused though. We need two? What went wrong? What? Did he just play something like this? Or this? Or this? Or this? I'm so confused, boys. I'm checking my phone. Pietro still hasn't responded. What? I'm so confused. They might have just agreed to a draw. What? We need two. I think the game ended here. But it's not they put the kings on the white squares, so it should have been like what? Alright boys, this is crazy. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna wrap it up because the game is done. But we don't know the result. We don't know the result. Really? We need two? I need a message from Pietro though. This game, that's actually crazy. Because Queen E2, I think he might have played Queen E2 and offered a draw. I'm gonna end it though, I think. I'm gonna end the stream. I still don't see it. I still don't see it. hasn't texted back, and I think Queen E2 was the last move. And I think this is just a draw. And I think I'm gonna end stream and we're gonna start again. We're gonna start up. Okay, let me text him. Let me text him that I'm ending stream. Just texted him. I let him know. Okay. All right, boys. We're gonna wrap it up here. I will see you all in a couple of hours. In a couple of hours.